Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ananya and this is Thoughtful Creation 27. Hey guys, so this is a tutorial for this book sleeve. There are two reasons you might have come across this tutorial on YouTube, or you had bought one of the patterns, like the pattern of this tutorial, and have referred back to this video. So the picture you will see in the pattern is of this bag. And for this tutorial we'll be making a similar combination but with the same dark pink I have used in this bag, and a little brighter baby pink for the second color. And this is the book bag. We have the strap here through which we can close the book bag, otherwise the book sleeve is open. We have a book here, and this is how the back looks. This is how the bottom looks. Let's start making this. So to make this book sleeve you will need two yarn colors. You can make it in a single color, double color, triple color. It's upon you, all your choice. The yarn I'm using is of a weight 3 yarn, which is DK 100% cotton. If you can see this, I will link the colors below in the description from where I have bought it. If you're in India, you can buy the same yarn. Apart from that, you will need a 3mm crochet hook and a button to secure after you are done with the book sleeve, 2 stitch markers when we are making the straps, as well as a darning needle to sew up the button as well as close the book sleeve after we are done. Now I'll start my book sleeve with the light colored yarn. So we'll keep the second color aside and start with a slip knot. So first, if you don't know how to make a slip knot, take your yarn end and then wrap it around your 2 fingers like this, and then through this loop take the thread, the shorter end, and pull it through the loop like this, and this is your slip knot. I will show you one more time. Take the yarn end, wrap it around your 2 fingers like this, and then take the shorter end through the loop, hold this side and both the ends like this, and pull the upper loop, and you have a slip knot. Hook the slip knot in the needle, and then you are ready to go. So after making the slip knot, we will start our work by chaining 56. So to make a chain, you will wrap the yarn around the needle, pull through the first loop, and this is your first chain. Then again wrap your yarn, pull through, this is your second chain. One more time, wrap the yarn in your hook and pull through the loop, this is your third chain. Like this we will make 56 chains. So this is my 56 chains. Now we'll be doing double crochets in the back bumps of this chain. After we've made the chain, we will turn our chain and work in the back bumps, and we'll work with double crochets. To do a double crochet, yarn over, and then in your first back bump you pull the hook in the first bump, it takes a little while initially like this, and then yarn over again, pull through that back bump. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, then again pull through 2. So this is your first double crochet. Let's do it again. Yarn over, in the next bump put the hook in the next bump, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we have 2 double crochets. Let's do this one more time. You can see we have 3 double crochets. Like this, we will do double crochets all throughout the back bump till the last bump. I will come back to you after I am done with the double crochets. Now I am at my last bump, you can see. So I'll yarn over and do my last double crochet in that bump. Now we are working in rounds, so we'll do 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. One and 2. Now we'll turn our work like this. So this is our first row of double crochets done. After making the 2 more double crochets in the same last stitch, we will continue making double crochets in these first loops. You can see this is where we have done our 3 double crochets, and now from this loop onwards, not the first one but this one, we will put a double crochet in each of these first loops to continue working in our rounds. So let's start doing that. Yarn over in our first loop, not the immediate one because that's the last stitch, but the second one here. We will insert a hook in that first loop, yarn over, pull through that loop, have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over again, pull through 2 and then pull through 2. So you can see our curve has formed, and we'll keep doing double crochets in those front loops all throughout. I'm at the end of my row, and you can see here that only 1 loop is left. In this we'll do 2 double crochets to make it even like the other end where we did 3 double crochets, because the first one will count as the first double crochet, and these 2 in the last stitch will make them a total of 3 double crochets and complete our row. So let's do 2 more double crochets in the last one. And then we'll slip stitch in the first double crochet the top of our first double crochet of the round, which is this one, this stitch. So to slip stitch, we'll insert a hook at the top of both the V's on the double crochet, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops, and then we'll pull the same loop through this one, and this is our slip stitch. To start our second round, we will chain 2, and from here we will start the body of our book sleeve. So you can see that we have chained 2, and instead of doing a double crochet in the same stitch here, we will skip this first stitch and do a double crochet on the next stitch. So we'll do a double crochet in the next stitch, And now we will come back to this skipped stitch and do a double crochet in the previous one that we skipped. So you can see a slight X forming. Next we will repeat. We use these 2 stitches to make our 2 double crochets. In the next 2 stitches we will skip the next one and work in the next one. And then again we'll do a double crochet in the previous skipped stitch here. These pattern of back and forth double crochets will form X's throughout the pattern in a cross stitch form, as you can see. Then now again from here on, you can see after this we will skip this, do a double crochet first in this stitch, then come back to this one and do a double crochet again. Then after these 2 again we'll skip the next stitch, do a double crochet first here and then come back to this one and do a double crochet. Like this we'll continue doing it all throughout the round, and after I reach here I will show you how to do the last cross double crochet stitch. Let's do one more. We'll skip this stitch and do a double crochet on the next one. Come back to the skipped stitch and then do a double crochet on that. You see your X's are forming. So I'll meet you when I'm done with this row on the last stitch. Now you can see that this is where we started our round with a double crochet, and we have 1 and 2 loops left. So we'll do a double crochet first in this loop and then come back to this one and do a double crochet, and here we'll be changing colors, so I will also show you that. So let's do our double crochet first. Now in the last double crochet of this round we'll do only half of it, and to change colors we will take our color that we like to change and put it through the hook and through these 2 loops, and then we can continue doing a slip stitch. We'll keep the yarn behind. We'll slip stitch on the first double crochet of the round with a changed color, and our round is done. To start the next round with the new color, we'll chain 2 and repeat row 2 like this. After chain 2 we will skip this stitch, do a double crochet on this, then come back to this stitch to do a double crochet on this. So let's skip this stitch first and do a double crochet on the next one. Then we'll come back to the stitch we did the chain 2 on and do a double crochet on that. Here is our first X. After this we have the next 2 stitches. We'll do a double crochet first on this one and then come back to this and do a double crochet on this. Again yarn over, do the double crochet, and on the skip stitch we'll do a double crochet, and like this we'll continue doing so. You can just here. After we are done with the row, I'll come back again when I'm left with 2 stitches, and I will again show you how to slip stitch and change color. and we'll be doing this throughout until we have reached row number 18. And you can skip colors alternatively or do 2 rows of single color and then change. It's up to you. So I will come back after I'm done with this row. Now you can see I'm on my last 2 stitches, and this is where in the last row we switched colors and joined the round. We'll also be stitching in this one, so we'll put a double crochet on the last stitch first, and then on the second last stitch. Also we'll be changing colors again, so we'll not finish the double crochet entirely. Take our previous color. If you're only doing 2 colors, you'll take your previous color. If you're adding a third one, you can easily do that by adding a third color as we did with the second color, and yarn over the previous color, pull through the 2 loops, and then slip stitch with the first double crochet of the round. And you see your round is complete. The switches is neat, and we'll be doing the rounds in the same direction so that our switch colors are not shown on the outside, because this side will be flipped outside, inside out, and it will give a nice neat finish on the outside. So the whole thing will be a repeat of the previous 2 rounds, which is round 2, and round 3 is the first color switch. Basically this is a 1 row repeat crochet project, and the second round is what we'll be repeating throughout. So I'll be coming back to you when I'm done with all my 18 rounds. So the first double crochet does not count. We count from the first cross stitch double crochet we started. So 1 and 2 are done. I'll do 16 more rows and then I'll come back to you. Hey guys, so I have finished this book sleeve and I did 16 rows because I'll be adding 2 more rows of single crochet. And before that, I'll say that I put my book inside the sleeve and it was fitting perfectly. So now we will move on to the single crochet rows and I'll be showing you how to do that. So I have slip stitched on my last row and changed into the next color. After that, I should be doing the light pink, but now I think why not do both the colors, carry them along to do the border. You can easily do a single color. It's up to you, it's your bag, and let's do single crochets. So to do both the colors, I'll be yarning over both the yarns and just do a chain 1, and then in this stitch I'll be doing a single crochet. So I will insert the hook in the loop, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have my first single crochet. I will move on to the next one, and we'll be only doing single crochets throughout the round. Okay, so now I have done both my single crochet rows and this is my last stitch, and now I will slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round, and this is our 2 single crochet rounds done. Now I will remove my hook, and this is how our bag is looking. You can see. Now this is our starting. I will count how many stitches there are in the whole row. Accordingly, we'll place 2 stitch markers on the back side here, so that when we do 1 more row of single crochet, we'll mark our stitch markers and then we'll do a strap, so that when we sew on our button here, we can just easily, like I showed you in this bag, close our bag and the book will be safe. Right now we don't have the book, so it's coming out undone, but it will be like this. So let's first count our single crochets. You might have a different number according to the size you're making. Maybe you're making the same thing as I am accordingly with the tutorial, so we'll have the same stitch count. But even if you do have a different stitch count, does not matter. Just count the number of stitches and accordingly we will place our stitch markers in the center of the bag. So now I have counted all my stitches and they come to 110 all around, and on my 26th stitch from counting I have placed my first stitch marker, and leaving 3 stitches in between I've placed my second stitch marker, so that when I start crocheting another round, that will be our last round, when I come to my 26th stitch I'll place a single crochet, chain 35 and then connect this stitch with our chain with the second stitch marker and then continue crocheting all around. Now I've reached my first stitch marker. I will first remove the stitch marker, place a single crochet on that stitch, and now I will chain 35. After I've chained 35, keeping the chain straight, I will remove my second stitch marker, which is after 3 stitches apart. I'll keep my chain straight and then we will connect it with a single crochet like this. Now you can see that our chain is connected, and now we will do single crochets till the end of the round as per usual, and on the last stitch we will not end it with a slip stitch. Let me come to that and I will show you. I'm on my last stitch of the round, and now I'll place a single crochet, and this is my first stitch of the round. Instead of slip stitching here, I'll pull out my hook and snip off the yarn, leaving a little tail. And now we just have to take it out, and since we have 2 colors here, you'll take your darning needle. If you have a single color, you'll do that. I'll take both of the threads and thread the needle. Now this is our first single crochet, and we will go under both the V's of the first single crochet. Pull our yarn tight, you can see, and then we'll go in the front loop of the last single crochet we did. Now you can see a V has formed, and you won't know where you've started or ended your single crochets. And take this end behind and weave it through here, and then you can snip it off. Our bag is almost done. Now all you need to do is add a button to the sleeve, which I have a wooden button like this. You can have a flat button, it's upon you. Whatever button you like goes with the color scheme of your book sleeve. And measuring how the strap is coming, I will put the button a little more further down so that when we close it, we have a little bit of tightness so the strap sticks to the button. So I have a space here almost in the middle of my bag. I will sew the button and I will show you how it's looking all together. The book sleeve is done, guys. I have my book inside this and I have sewn my button. After pulling, we can tuck the front side of the book sleeve a little, pull the strap and then hook it to the button, and you have a closed book sleeve. The book won't fall, and there it is. So these are the two colors I made them in, and this is it. So I hope you like this tutorial, guys, and I hope you had fun making your own book sleeve. The written pattern for this is available on my Etsy shop. I will also link it in my description. If you want, you can go buy that, or you have this tutorial. This tutorial is mainly a guide to that written pattern. That will be it for this video, guys. I hope you liked this. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for future vlogs or tutorials, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.